Yeah, James Edwards had a good article, great article actually on The Athletic. Make sure you guys check it out, where he actually got to sit down one-on-one with Dwayne Casey and speak about the switching defense that they've been practicing throughout the offseason. And Casey kind of, I know it'd be a hot button take to continue this narrative of oh my God, he's a bad coach. Why are they switching? It's the offseason. This is when you practice these things, and that's pretty much what Casey iterated to. You know what I'm saying? This is something we're trying throughout preseason so we can get it down locked in, because there are teams that do use the switching method, as you spoke to earlier. The Boston Celtics, I think Pistons Talk said. I know the Toronto Raptors use that a lot too, but yeah. At the core of it, though, you're putting you're trying to stop the three ultimately. That way, you're not stopped by, you're not getting picked and popped all the way because you're switching right away off the rip. But in that scenario, you're having your guards having to guard these bigger body guys in the paint. Mm-hmm. Now, the Toronto Raptors can do that because they have a Scotty Barnes who's 6'7". You go almost positionless. You know what I'm saying? He kind of plays all across the board. Pascal Siakam, they have those types of bodies that you could do that with. And I do think if we are a younger team, and if we get it right, maybe it worked well for us, because we do have a bigger team if you think about it. Cade's 6'7",
mm-hmm.
Playing between point guard and shooting guard. Then you have Jaden, who 6'4", but at the point guard position, that's a big guard. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately down the road, we're a young team. If we get it together, it can be promising for us. But yes. It looks ugly now, but they're in the learning phase of it. You know what I'm saying? So you were about to say something?
Yeah, and that's exactly it, is that this year is learning. As much as people want us to win, the Pistons are going to be about learning this year and about growing and developing the right habits. And that's what Dwayne Casey is charged with this season, is doing a lot of teaching of these players, the fundamentals, the basics, the principles of defensive switching, of zone defense, of all these things that the Pistons are going to learn. And now is the time to do it. Not next year, not 2 years from now, when they have habits. Do it early while they're still growing and they're still learning their NBA habits, and it's going to set us up for success next season. So I don't mind seeing Dwayne Casey doing radical and crazy things right now, because right now he's just trying to build the foundation for the success of this team later in the future.
Yeah, again, it is the preseason. This is where you try things out. Like you said, the Pistons have the size to be able to do that eventually. When you look at our backcourt, when you look at our front court, they have the size to be able to do that. But when you have two rookies in your starting lineup that don't understand the rotation speed, that don't understand what they need to do in help defense just yet in the NBA, you can get exposed like that. Like when the Raptors go out there with that literally 5-forward lineup of switchable everything, with OG Anunoby, with Precious Achiuwa, with Scotty Barnes, with Pascal Siakam, and whoever else they put out there.
Yeah.
It is something where it doesn't matter who's guarding who. You just completely rotate everything. And so could the Pistons get there eventually? Yes, they have the size to do it, but they don't have the experience in NBA situations doing it just yet.